Okay, welcome back. This is Crystal. I am off to Shambhala here on YouTube, and this is part 2 of my January 2015 Reseller Journal number 6. Where we left off, I was talking about how I've got stuff left all over the house for eBay, and I have an inventory room now. I have things a little more. I have space where things are supposed to be. Like there's a place for everything, and everything should be in its place. And but I do have, like, for example, right now I have some things in the kitchen that I need to wash, but I haven't washed them yet because I have to do my own dishes. So they've been there for a couple days, and I got to get caught up on my own dishes. So there they sit. Then I've got some other things that need to go out to the garage, my liquidation items that I just took out of my store a couple days ago, and I set them on the washing machine, and I haven't taken the time to go out and put them in the boxes. So I've got some more stuff to take out tonight, so I'll probably get that done tonight. So just stuff like that. I need to just, at the end of the day, just make sure all that little stuff is done, because I want to wake up in the morning and sort of have like a fresh start. I don't want to have to go, oh, I got all these dishes to do, and oh, this needs to be put away, and oh, this and that. And I know there's always going to be a little something left over, but I really want to keep it minimized. So, what could have gone better? I think I'm going to reorganize how I do this next time. So, I mean, I could have paid more attention to my stupid mistakes. That was my problem. I wasn't paying attention. And I'm just not even going to go into it. But I probably won't make those mistakes again, I'll tell you that. And then this whole deal about buying smallsies when sourcing and paying too high prices, I need to just make sure that I always have my mobile web device with me, because it just takes too much time to take stuff back. And a lot of times, like, I will miss my deadline for returning stuff. And it's just, I've probably wasted about $25 or $30. Maybe even $40 on stuff that I probably really should have just taken back, and I just didn't. I usually get stuff taken back if I've come home and look stuff up and go, that was a bad idea. So I really need to have my mobile web device when I'm outsourcing. Okay, and then the photographer that I hired, yeah, she really needs to be trained. So I think my strategy for training her is to have her do groups of similar items rather than have her do a bunch of different items. So, for example, last time she came, I had her do strictly bathing suits. Next time she comes, I will have her do strictly shoes, or maybe shoes and plush, because I don't know how many, if I have enough shoes to keep her busy, but I've probably got about 10 pairs of shoes right now and 10 plushes that need to be listed. So, that should keep her busy for a while, and then I can get some more things for her. So I think that will help her to know what to do, because if I give her a mishmash of things, she might not, I don't know if she'll retain what she needs to do as well. So I think that will help her to learn more effectively and efficiently in the end. Plus, it is more efficient to list things when you have a bunch of similar items. So let's see. And then I was talking about how I've got stuff left over the house. I really need to just finish things through to completion. This is a habit I need to develop, and I am very aware of that. So actually, okay, I don't know why I kept this real estate thing on here. Last journal, I was talking about getting my real estate license, and it's just still in the back of my mind, but I'm really not putting any energy into it. It's probably going to be a year or two before I put any energy into that, and it's really about diversification, and that's why I am committed to getting into real estate. I mean, whether I am I ever become an actual salesperson and am dealing with the public, I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. I do definitely want to invest. You know, mostly probably rental properties is what I'm thinking. Maybe land speculation. I don't know. Um, and I guess I did finish this. I haven't looked into all of this stuff. Um, but I did end up getting as far as start looking into tech stuff. I did get that Quicken program. So I've made progress there. Probably could have crossed that one out. So these are all of these things, see how they have these shadows? These are all things that I had mentioned in my last journal. And so if I cross them out, that means I got them done. So I got a bunch of stuff moved to my liquidation area out of the store, and I've been staying on top of that for the most part. So I do need to catch up on my accounting. I'm still behind, and I still need to do my consignment payouts. I really thought I would have that done by now, but it just didn't happen. So I probably need to make this like a priority. And I did decrease the amount of Wi-Fi for my hotspot for now, and I may go back up in next month or something. And I'm not going to switch to a smartphone yet. I'm sorry, T-Mobile, which is where I have my Wi-Fi hotspot, they can't use the phone that I have, so I'm gonna have to go to Verizon, and I don't want to deal with it right now. It's just an expense, and I just need to watch that stuff right now, and I don't feel like it's really gonna make a big difference yet. So then this is actually technically a new one, and it shouldn't be on this list. But my priorities for February need to be to just maintain the systems I've set up and just kind of hone them as I'm going along. And so far my systems are working out pretty good, and that's what I'm finding is that the systems are working, but there's just little things that need to be tweaked. So, like for example, in the photography area, I've got 3 lamps and they work okay enough. I'd like to get better light, but the ones I have work okay enough. But then I got these cords all over the place, and somebody's going to kill themselves. So I got to do something to contain the cords, and that'll probably take me an hour to mess around with and get it all set up the way I want to. Okay, so these are like my new February strategies that are not carried over from my last journal. And that is taxes, which I've technically already started working on. I have my appointment with my accountant. I've already had a conversation with him, and so that's gonna get done. And I probably have some more to learn about my taxes and, accounting for tax purposes. And then I think I've already talked about that. I got that Quicken program, so I'm going to probably be downloading that next week. I just don't have time because I'm working every day at Costco. And one day it's going to be like a 10-hour day. I know nothing for eBay is going to get done. And I need to list. I got a bunch of stuff. And listing is going pretty good now that I've got my systems down. I feel more able to list. It just seems to happen more easily now that I've moved my photography area. It makes a big difference having it like right next to my computer. Oh, and I already talked about that cord situation in my photography area. Oh yeah, and I really need to get a timer because one of the things is that I have a tendency to just sort of dawdle. So, and I always think, oh, I can get this done in about an hour. And it's like an hour and 45 minutes later because I've been dawdling. Well, if I know I have a timer and I'm like, okay, I have an hour to get this done, and the timer's in and I'm checking it, and then the timer goes off and maybe I'm real close to finishing, fine, I'll just finish it. Or I'll just be like, well, I'll have to pick it up next time. Like I only have 1 hour to do this task, and whatever I don't get done today, it'll have to get done tomorrow during an hour. Because I need to be doing a little bit of everything every day. And I think having a timer will help me to balance my time better. Okay. So, because this is January 2015, I decided to make a goal for the year. So, by the end of the year, I want to look back and I want to see that my net average per month was $1,000 that I netted. Like my profit is $1,000. So that could mean that my sales have to be $2,000 a month, or whatever. You know, it just depends on what I'm sourcing and listing and what I've invested in. Um, and it needs to be part-time because I have another part-time job. I just cannot do 40 or 50 hours a week on this because I just have so many other things going on. But I'm thinking that it'll be between 20 and 30 hours a week average. So if I can be making $1,000 per month, working less than 30 hours a week by the end of this year, that would be great. And I can then feel comfortable quitting my job. But until I get to that point, I don't feel comfortable quitting my job. Now, if something happened and I lost my job, I think I could totally rock this whole eBay thing. But I'm not ready to let go of the bird in the hand, which is my job. And then also over the course of this year, I'm going to be researching and making a decision on private label opportunities, how to make them happen, and all of that stuff. So I've already got some ideas. My son has said that he was interested in investing. And so I just need to be taking a little time every week to sort of look into that and see what the options are and whatever needs to be done. And then it'll help me better plan for the amount of money that I'm going to need to make that happen. Once I make that decision. And I may make that decision by, April, what my first thing is going to be. And then I have maybe until the fall to get some money together, and then there might be another level that I haven't considered, but I'm not in a big, huge rush to make the private label thing happen. I figure I'll be ready to really start rocking and rolling by next January. If I take enough time to research and make good decisions about what that product or products will be. Okay, and then also I've got 3 books that I want to read this year. I used to be a big reader, but now I'm more of an audio tape listener, but I happen to buy these books. One of the books, actually I've had it for a long time, is called The Scavenger's Manifesto. And I just read the first chapter, and I'm not that impressed with it, but I'm hoping that maybe there will be some kind of interesting little thing in there. I don't know. I may not even finish that one. So far, I'm not that impressed with it. But I happen to have it, and I thought, oh, look, I've had this for a reason. I should take some time to at least read half of it before I decide to just get rid of it. And then I bought Invent It, Sell It, Bank It by Lori Grenier from Shark Tank, and which I think there could be some good information in there about private labeling, or that will apply to private labeling. And then I bought Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins, and that's actually about investing in the stock market situation. I can't remember what is the thing. He's like recommending index funds. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm sure there's some other wisdom in there that I'll glean something from. But those are the 3 books I got, and those are the ones I'm going to read. And actually, it's funny because my son read the first chapter of Money Master the Game, and he liked it. Yeah, my 14-year-old. Well, 13, going on 14. Okay, so I'm going to have one more part. And then we should be done. Thanks for watching this far, and there should be a link. Thanks.